would you be able to tell me which is the emotion that you would really like to anchor? What emotion would you like to experience?
Positive emotion, right?
We can take positive for now.
Courage.
What emotion will make you feel courageous? Because courage is more of a concept. So what would you emotionally like to feel that will make you feel courageous?
Confidence.
Confidence? All right. So I'm sharing the screen. So this is the way you will make your notes. Emotion, confidence, and leading to courage. Okay. So Deshna, can you tell me, can you think of a past experience in your life where you have experienced confidence at a level of 10 on 10 with anything in your life?
Yes.
And would you be able to describe the past experience for me? In 2 or 3 lines, what were you doing? Where were you? Sorry.
Okay, in Kolkata, during Durga Puja, it's become too much crowd. So my nephew was somewhat lost in lots of people, and he was somewhere. So I just went and rescued him. So,
And if I were to ask you to describe what were you feeling before you went and rescued him? How was that? Can you describe that confidence for
before
me?
that, I was scared because I couldn't find him. He was a small at that time, 7, 8 years old boy. So I was scared.
And when did you?
And I only took him out. I and he was there, so the responsibility was on me.
And when did you exactly feel the confidence in the entire scene?
Because there's so many, crowd, and as such, I'm not very comfortable with crowd. Then I thought I have to do it. So.
Okay, but I have to do it is not confidence or courage, right?
But the courage came like that only because I have to rescue him. There were so many people. They just were.
Right, but in future, would you want the courage to come this way, where you are like you have to do something and then the courage comes?
No, as such, in general, I want to be courageous.
Correct. So give me something else where you experience confidence and courage, uh, but not because of a fear, but you felt courageous because you wanted to do it. Courageous or confident.
Yes.
So can you give me another example? Something else? And it can be anything.
When I take class on healing, I am confident.
Can you tell me about one particular class you've taken on healing where you were most confident?
No, all of them I am confident.
Correct. Pick up any one where the confidence level was like at its peak.
Yes.
Yes. And would you be able to give me like a short description of it? What was that workshop about? When was it? How many people were there? What were you doing?
There were 3 participants.
Hmm.
They wanted a course, so I took it. It's simple.
Perfect. And when you took that course, when you say feeling confident, how was the confidence like? How do you describe that confidence for me?
I knew I can do it very well. There were no hindrance in my mind as such. I
And
just
where
knew I can do it.
correct. And where in your body did you feel that confidence?
I think in my head.
And can you describe that sensation to me? What was the sensation like?
No, there was no thought and I was very focused.
Yeah, but I still need something which is more concrete. How do you know? So, for example, right now you're sitting and talking to me, right? How would you know
My
that you're
body was
completely confident?
relaxed. My body was relaxed, no thought, and totally focused on the thing I am doing.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how confident would you be?
At that time, 10 to 10.
10 to 10. So then when you say 10 to 10, do you know how, when you're saying 10 to 10, all of a sudden your body language is slightly different. The way you're interacting with people is very different. Can you just describe that for me?
I speak more
Hmm.
and I keep eye to eye contact with them.
Hmm.
That's all.
And can you really remember that one particular event that you've told me right now with 3 participants from the beginning to end, where they asked you for it, you started with you said yes, you took the class, and the way the class went?
Once I started the class, I was very confident.
Perfect. So can you imagine that moment when you started the class and you became very confident? Can you remember that moment?
Yes.
Perfect. And as you remember that moment, does that moment start making you feel confident right now?
Yes. And
Yes?
I also felt something in my vertebra, I believe.
Okay. And right now, as you start describing it, on a scale of 1 to 10, how confident would you feel as you're describing it to me and as you're thinking about it?
Full confident.
Right now, when you're
So,
talking to me.
right now, also, when I'm talking about that event, I'm totally confident.
And you can experience that confidence now?
Yes.
Perfect.
Thinking about that, I am.
And where in the body would you be feeling that confidence right now?
That's why I say back, lower back, vertebra, I'm feeling it.
You're feeling it. And can you describe that feeling to me slightly?
A sensation on the lower back.
Perfect. Brilliant. Now, so what I've done is I have asked her for the emotion, I've asked her for the past experience. And while asking about the past experience, I've asked her to describe it. The reason I want to know whether that experience is powerful enough for her to experience that feeling or not. Right? Does that make sense for all of you?
Yeah.
Perfect. And then I've asked her, while imagining it or thinking about it, can she get in touch with that feeling or not? If she says yes, then this is a good memory to continue. But if the client were to say that no, while describing it, I'm not really feeling that confident, then you want them to pick up another memory. Is that clear?
Yeah.
All of you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect. So Sudeshna, what I would like you to do is, can you find a comfortable place to sit?
Yes.
And then would you be able to just slowly close your eyes? Take
Yes.
3 deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. And then slowly open your eyes. Now, as you open your eyes, I want you to look around and tell me the 3 things that you can see.
My laptop, then a picture, and the cupboard.
Perfect. 3 things that you can hear.
Fan, door, and wind chime.
3 things that you can sense. Do you have something in your mouth?
Yes.
Can you remove that, please?
Yes.
Perfect. So just close your eyes once. Can you and just have a sip of water? Good. And then just close your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. And then slowly open your eyes. And tell me the 3 things that you can see around you.
Fan, door, and trees.
3 things that you can hear.
Sound of the fan, wind chime, and paper blowing for the, fan.
Perfect. 3 things that you can sense in your body as you sit where you are right now.
The mint flavor I was having, chiclet.
Hmm.
My hands are a little moist
Hmm.
and my feet are a little cold.
Perfect. 2 things that you can see now.
the door
Hmm.
and the knob of the door.
Two things that you can hear.
Wind chime and fan.
Two things that you can feel.
My cold feet and mint flavor.
One thing that you can see.
The mobile screen.
One thing that you can hear.
Your voice.
One thing that you can feel.
The mint flavor.
And then just go ahead, close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, tell me the three things that you would like to see with your eyes closed. Or you are able to see with your eyes closed.
A big green lawn.
Hmm. What next? Three things. So green lawn, one. Two more things.
And a big lake beside it.
Hmm.
And birds.
Perfect. And three things that you would like to hear or you are hearing with your eyes closed.
Sound of the wind.
Hmm.
Sound of the leaf.
Hmm.
And sound of the birds chirping.
Brilliant. And three things that you're able to sense or feel in your body while with your eyes closed.
Warmth, sunlight warmth, and feel the wind
Hmm.
and smell the air.
Two things that you would like to see with your eyes closed or that you can remember seeing with your eyes closed.
The water and the bird.
Two things that you can hear.
The wind and the leaf.
Two things that you can feel.
The warmth and the wind.
One thing that you can see.
Water,
One thing that you can hear.
wind,
One thing that you can feel.
warmth.
And as you notice that warmth, just allow yourself to drift, float, go deeper and deeper, deep in a state where you feel more comfortable, more relaxed. And as you continue drift and drift deeper into that state, you remember the event that you told me about the future, about the past, where you took that class for three participants and you were very confident.
Yes.
While you experience that warmth, if I were to ask you to allow yourself to go back to that memory and literally imagine that memory playing in your mind as if it's happening now, from the beginning to the end, you would be able to do that, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Good. And as you continue observing that memory and as you continue imagining that memory, once you feel that you're able to imagine it completely from the start to the end, then say yes and let me know.
Yes.
As you remember that memory completely now, and while you're replaying it in your mind, there would come a point in that memory, a place in that memory where you would notice that the confidence was at its peak. Once you notice that point,
Yes.
good. Now, as you notice that point, are you looking at that memory from outside or are you inside the memory?
Inside.
Good. On a scale of 1 to 10, how confident would you be feeling right now?
10.
10. What I want you to do is imagine yourself floating out of that memory and look at that memory from outside. So you see yourself in that memory taking that class, right? Now, as you look at yourself taking that class, how would the you in the memory be feeling on a scale of 1 to 10? From the outside, as you look at yourself,
Very good.
on a scale of 1 to 10,
9.
9. If you could do something to make the feeling even more stronger for her, so that she could feel 10 on 10, what changes would you like to make in that scene?
Go near it.
And apart from that, in the scene itself, if there was any change that you could have made?
No.
No. Brilliant. So what I want you to do is go ahead, go near the scene, step inside the scene, and as you step inside the scene, step inside yourself. And as you step inside yourself, you will notice yourself beginning to feel that confidence that you are feeling now. And how much is the
Yes.
confidence now?
10 on 10.
10 on 10. Brilliant. Now, as you begin to experience that confidence 10 on 10, I would like you to bring your index finger and thumb closer and press it tightly. And as you press it tightly, only one hand will also do, whichever hand you will be comfortable with. And as you press it tightly, keep it pressed. And as you press it tightly, notice that feeling of confidence increasing even more. It's literally like the feeling is multiplying. It's incredible how you can not just feel this confidence, you can actually feel the confidence increasing further. And whenever you feel that the confidence is even more strong, stronger than what it was earlier, then release the index finger and the thumb and let them go back to their original position. Good. And then bring the index finger and thumb closer one more time, right at that moment where the confidence was at its peak, and you will notice that the confidence will multiply now. It will become twice as strong, maybe 4 times as strong, and stronger, and stronger, and stronger. And it's really funny how the feeling can really multiply. Once you feel that it's really strong, then release the index finger and the thumb and let them go back to their original position. One more time, bring the index finger and thumb closer. Notice the feeling really lifting up. And then, whenever you feel that the feeling is really strong, keep the index finger and thumb pressed. And as you keep it pressed, mentally tell yourself, every time from here onwards, I bring my index finger and thumb closer and press it tightly, the way I am doing it right now, I would naturally and quickly be experiencing this confidence coming up. And then repeat it to yourself. From here onwards, every time I bring my index finger and thumb closer and press it tightly, my unconscious will help me experience this confidence naturally, effectively, and instantaneously. And as you repeat this suggestion to yourself, if you had to give a color to this confidence, what color would you give it?
Violet.
And if I were to ask you to imagine this violet color really spreading in every cell of your body, so much so that every cell of your body vibrates with this violet color, you would be able to do that, wouldn't you? And as that happens, notice that the confidence is increasing further, and mentally tell yourself again that every time I press the index finger and thumb closer and tightly the way I'm doing it right now, my unconscious would naturally and automatically and instantaneously help me experience this confidence totally and fully. And as you repeat this suggestion to yourself, you will notice at some point your breath will become really deep. You'll take a deep lung filling breath, which will be a sign that your unconscious now has accepted the idea that from here onwards, whenever you press the index finger and thumb tightly, the way you're pressing it right now, you will naturally and effectively be experiencing this feeling of confidence instantaneously. Once you notice your breath becoming deeper, that violet color covering your entire body, and you're feeling completely confident, then you can release the index finger and the thumb and let them go back to their original position. Perfect. And then I want you to just observe your breath, enjoy this confidence for some more time. And then in a few moments, whenever you're ready, you can come back to the present. After I count you from 1 up to 5. At 5, you'll be fully awake, feeling really good and fresh about yourself. Before that, we begin at 0 there's a tendency to go deeper with 0. And each and every time you are at 0 and I use the word deep sleep for the purpose of hypnosis, you will quickly and calmly reach the state to even deeper. Your physical body will relax and your mind will be completely calm. So whenever you're ready, you can bring both your hands together, rub them, feel the warmth in your hands. And then on the count of 5, you can start coming up feeling really good and fresh about yourself. Repeat the words integrate, integrate, integrate in your mind. And then start coming up at 1, further up at 2, feeling really good and fresh at 3, coming back to the present at 4, and opening your eyes wide awake at 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eyes open, wide awake. So speaking with clients, right? And speaking with new clients. Can you give me a scenario where do you actually speak with your new clients?
Like somebody called me, I don't know that person. He or she got a reference from one of my old clients at that time.
Okay. So this is generally
Know anything, but doesn't know also what to know.
okay. So generally they speak over a call.
Yes,
Generally they give you a call.
yes, they call me.
Okay. And what kind of questions would they generally ask you over the call?
Generally, they don't ask question also. They say this, they got help. I also want help. But if I ask what help, some people are not clear about that also. And I really don't know that person. I shall clarify that person with intellectual data, emotional data, spiritual data. I don't know anything. So at that time, I feel not much confidence.
Okay. Going forward, are you aware of how you would connect with them? In the sense that when they give you a call, so there are two parts, right? What will you tell them, which is the content of your conversation? And you would like to feel confident when you are giving out the content. Are you aware of what the content will be? What would you say?
The thing is, the content changes according to the person thinks. Like a person who is very intellectual, the content will be different, and the person is little emotional, or a person who is little religious or spiritual, the content will be different. That also I really sometimes
That also I really
become confused that what I shall start how intellectually or spiritually. I become little confused. That's
so,
the reason.
so how would you assess how would you assess the client whether the client needs to be told things intellectually, spiritually, or emotionally?
I generally speak to them when I get some clue, then I start.
And what are those clues?
Like I ask them what they want, why have they called me, what inspired them to call me, like that I ask them. And from their words I get a clue, then I start explaining.
I do it, but I'm not very confident about it. That's the reason I wanted to learn this whole module so that I can know them better.
Perfect. But when you've asked them the questions, you get the clues, you're able to understand what type of questions you want to ask. So that understanding you have, you would just like to have the confidence, right? Okay. So for all of you are on the screen, what I have done right now, so Deshna, your voice is cracking.
Can you hear me?
What were you saying? Sorry, you're saying something.
I'm telling that.
Firstly, I am nervous and I do it, but with confident I want to do it.
Perfect. All right. So what I've done right now is I'm just trying to check with her whether what she wants to achieve, the change that she wants to create is a skill-based change or a state-based change. Did you notice that, all of you? Yes, no?
Yes.
Right? So I asked her, does she know the content or not? Does she know how to assess whether people are intellectual, emotional, or spiritual? Because if she says, I don't even know that, then we also need to work on content. That's not an anchoring bit. That's more like being able to, going back to soft C, to understand how can she gain that knowledge or that information. Now, now that she's saying that I know what questions to ask, I'm also able to assess that. पर वो मैं nervousness में करती हूँ. I would like to do it in confidence. So then it's only state. Anchoring is being used for state. Is this clear for all of you?
Yes.
Second event.
When I have to need to ask something for myself.
From
the wherever I am, in my family.
So give me the name of one person that if I can ask something from this person confidently and courageously, then I'll probably be able to ask it from anyone else.
My father.
So when we are working with clients with anchoring, you're again looking for very specific information. If the client says, I don't want to tell you who that person is, I would say, all right, but do you have a person in your mind? The client says, yes. I'll tell the client, can I call that person A? So I don't need to know who that person is, but the client has to pick up one person in their head. Generally, I would ask the client, pick up one person कि अगर मैंने इससे कर लिया, तो बाकी सबसे भी कर सकता हूँ या कर सकती हूँ. So you take probably the hardest one so that everything else gets taken care of. The reason why you're looking for a specific person is because then the client will be able to imagine it. Otherwise, I'll tell the client, imagine yourself asking something from someone. This is like, what does this even mean? Now, when you say asking something for myself, can you give me an example of what would you like to ask for yourself?
That I can't give example.
Can you think of one thing?
Example now.
Only one thing. Can you think of one example?
Yes.
Yes? Perfect.
Yes.
Can I call that something A?
Yes.
So this is the other advantage. I don't really need to know what that something is or who that someone is, which is a huge relief for the client many a times. Okay. And one more thing, one more area where you would find this very useful.
Okay, I remember.
And would you be able to tell me what that would be? A brief, like a half a line, one line?
Maybe generally when I have to speak with unknown people, like a group, so initially I feel nervous.
And can you tell me where do you think you would connect with these unknown people? Or how would they get in touch with you? I need like a scenario or a scene that I can ask you to imagine.
Generally for my profession only. Maybe to organize a class or something. So I need to talk with these unknown groups.
To organize my workshop, right?
Right, right.
Okay. And how do you connect with them?
Generally, people who have done classes with me or my client, they only organize it.
Okay. And then when you're saying, matlab, I'm just trying to understand, when do you exactly need that courage and confidence? When you talk to them over the phone, or when you're meeting them,
Generally,
how?
if it is a group,
Mhm.
when it is a group, I personally go and speak. So initially, I feel nervous. Later, it's fine. But to start, I feel nervous.
So when you're starting the workshop?
No, not a workshop. Once for the workshop, I don't feel nervous. When, to make them understand that they need to do the workshop, at that time I feel nervous.
Uh, would you be able to tell me what kind of place do you meet these people?
Uh, Generally, in somebody's house or in a club.
Any particular club?
No, no.
Okay.
It depends on the organizer.
Okay.
No particular.
And when you say ask something from my father, where would you ask him? Matlab, location where you'll have that conversation?
He has a specific space where he sits and talks with us. There only I shall ask.
And you know what that place is, right?
Yes, yes.
Perfect. Brilliant. So I've taken 3 specific events from her. And now we are going to connect that confidence and courage to these 3 events. So that in future, she doesn't even have to use this. The places itself will trigger the confidence. Is this clear for all of you? What we are doing now?
Yeah.
All right. So Deshna, what I would like you to do is just close your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. And then I want you to bring the index finger and the thumb closer, the one that represents the anchor for confidence and courage. Bring it together, press it tightly. And as you do that, you will notice that feeling really coming up quickly and naturally. Once you feel that you are experiencing the confidence and courage in every cell of your body, 10 on 10, then say yes and let me know.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Perfecto. Now, slowly allow that finger to go back to its original position. And then slowly come back to the present by opening your eyes wide awake. So were you able to experience that feeling fully?
Yes.
And if this is the feeling that you will have in the 3 areas that you have told me, that will be useful?
Yes, it will.
Perfect. So what I've done now is I've just tested the anchor to be sure that she is able to get in touch with it right now because we had done the anchoring yesterday, right? Now I'll go to the next step. So if Sudeshni, you can again close your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths. And then I would like you to press the anchor for the confidence and courage. And just as you do that, imagine yourself receiving a call from a new client seeking help. So as you press that anchor and as you notice that confidence, that courage really building up in every cell of your body, you notice yourself picking up that call, having a conversation with the new client, and notice how confident and how courageous you feel while you're having that conversation. You know what questions to ask. You are able to get the clues to assess what kind of a client you're working with, what kind of a client you're talking to. And based on that, you know what content you have to speak to them. But all of this is happening in a state where you feel completely confident, completely courageous. And once you're able to notice yourself having that conversation with them from the beginning to the end and literally take your time, notice their entire conversation from the moment they call you to you receiving the call, the first word they speak, the way you ask them the questions, the conversations that you have, and eventually how you end the session, the call, and what the client says at the time of closing the call. Notice all of that as you have your index finger and thumb pressed, and notice that confidence, that courage vibrating in every cell of your body. Once you're able to do that from the beginning to the end, verbally say yes and let me know and take your time. I really want you to be able to enjoy this experience, this live it fully, the way it's happening now.
Yes.
Completely confident?
Yes.
Brilliant. And now that you have been able to go through this event, feeling completely confident, completely courageous, I want you to be able to allow yourself to go into the next event in the future where you meet a group of unknown people to organize your workshop. And you notice that you are in a club or you're in someone's house and you are just starting that conversation to help them understand why they need to do the workshop. And just notice how that conversation starts, the feelings that you have, which is confidence and courage, with this anchor that you have pressed, vibrating in every cell of your body. And notice how that entire flow goes from you going to that place to starting the conversation to answering their questions and eventually how the conversations end. What do the group of people tell you at the end of the conversation? I want you to literally imagine that from the beginning to the end. And as you do that, just let me know. How are you feeling right now?
Good.
So confident and courageous?
Yes.
Perfect. And you can really enjoy that feeling in every cell of your body? Brilliant. And have that conversation with them. Carry on that conversation in your mind as if it's happening now. And you're really living that experience. Feeling that confidence, that courage in every cell of your body, hearing the words coming out of your mouth as you have that conversation with them, as you explain it to them. Notice the expressions on their face. Once you're able to do this from the beginning to the end, then say yes and let me know. Perfect. From the beginning to the end?
Yes.
Now, what I would like you to do is imagine yourself going into the third scene, the third event, where you are with your father, he's sitting at the place where he sits, and you're asking him for something for yourself. You're asking him for that particular thing that you were thinking about for yourself from him. And as you notice yourself asking that to him, notice that that confidence, that courage only multiplies. It's just becoming stronger and stronger. And you are feeling pleasantly surprised how good you are feeling when you're asking him for those things. And once you're able to notice that confidence, that courage, while you're in front of him asking him for the things that you want to ask him, let me know, how are you feeling?
Confident.
Confident completely?
Yes.
Brilliant. And you can notice that confidence vibrating in every cell of your body?
Yes.
Superb. Have that conversation from the beginning to the end. Just imagine yourself from the moment you go to that place where he's sitting, starting the conversation, asking him, noticing how the entire conversation goes and how it ends. And all of that feeling completely confident, completely courageous. Once you have been able to notice this scene, say yes and let me know.
Yes.
Perfect. Now, I would like you to go through all the three events one after the other. But you know how in movies at times you can fast forward a scene and the scene plays at twice the speed? So with the anchor pressed, go through the three scenes one after the other, but all of them are happening at twice the speed. And the feeling of confidence and courage is actually multiplying. Take your time, go through each of the scenes one after the other, getting a call from a new client, having a conversation with a group of people who are organizing your workshop, and asking something from your father. And as you go through the three scenes, go through them completely from the beginning to the end, just you had done earlier. The only difference, it's playing at twice the speed now. Once you've gone through all the three scenes, feeling completely confident and courageous, then verbally say yes and let me know. Take your time.
Yes.
Perfect. All three events,
Yes.
feeling completely confident and courageous.
Yes.
Good. And this time you will go through all the three events again with the anchor pressed at 4 times the speed. Once you've gone through all the three events at 4 times the speed, feeling completely confident, completely courageous. In fact, as the speed increases, you notice the feeling of confidence and courage further multiplies. It's just amazing how much more confident, how much more courageous you can feel.
Yes.
All three events,
Yes.
4 times the speed.
Yes.
Good. One more time with the anchor pressed, and this time all three events at 6 times the speed. So the events are going on faster, but you know it's happening because you can literally see it happening faster, and the feelings are becoming stronger.
Yes.
And then you can release the index finger and the thumb, let them go back to their original position. And notice, even without pressing the index finger and the thumb, that confidence and that courage is there. If only anything, it's becoming stronger now, multiplying further. And now, without using the anchor, while experiencing this confidence and courage, you'll go through the 3 events again at 8 times the speed. So the movement is faster, but you're seeing the entire scene playing from the beginning to the end. It's all happening really quickly, and the feeling is really, really strong.
Yes. But the confidence has become little less.
So what I want you to do is once again press the index finger and the thumb. And then again go through the event at 6 times the speed with it pressed. And you'll notice that the confidence and the courage will become stronger again.
Yes.
And then remove the finger and go through the 3 events again at 6x the speed. And you will notice that even without the anchor, the feeling sustains. If anything, it's becoming stronger now.
Yes.
Perfect. And then go through the 3 events at 8 times the speed. And you notice how it's funny that once you have started feeling it, once your unconscious knows how to create this confidence and courage in these events, you don't even need the anchor, it's just there.
Yes.
Perfect. And then one more time at 10 times the speed. So the feeling is really strong and the speed is really fast. All 3 events.
Yes. Yes.
Brilliant. And then one last time, all 3 events in less than 5 seconds. And you notice how you may not even be able to see what the events are, but you know it's happening because you're feeling really, really confident and really courageous. It's almost like zoop and done. Yes? How are you feeling?
Good. Confident.
Confident? Superb. Now, what I want you to do is just observe this confidence. And while you observe this confidence and enjoy this confidence, your unconscious now has helped you connect this confidence to the 3 events that you've spoken about. Having said that, in the coming days, your unconscious will also recognize the other areas in your life where these feelings will be very useful. And you may also notice yourself experiencing this confidence, this courage in those areas of your life, naturally and effectively. And just observe your breath till your breath becomes deeper, which will be a sign that your unconscious commits to us. Then in these 3 areas, so you will surely be experiencing this confidence going forward. And there are other areas that the unconscious will figure out and apply this confidence and courage to in your best and highest interest. And once you notice the breath becoming deeper, say yes verbally and let me know.
Yes.
Perfect. Now, just observe your breath for a couple of rounds. Allow yourself to really enjoy this feeling because this feeling is only going to be here to stay. If anything, with time, it's going to become stronger and stronger and will get contextualized to the appropriate situations in your life effectively. And then you can slowly bring both your hands together, rub them On the count of 5, I'm going to count you off from 1 up to 5, and you will come back to the present feeling really good and fresh about yourself. You can start coming up at 1, further up at 2, looking forward to experiencing this confidence and this courage in different areas of your life at 3, further up at 4, and opening your eyes wide awake, coming back to the present, feeling really good and fresh at 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eyes open, wide awake.
Yeah.
Good.
Yes.
So, Sudeshna, I want you to simply close your eyes once again. And then take 3 slow deep breaths. And then I want you to imagine yourself going to the first scene where someone gives you a call. It's a new client. Let me know how you're feeling. Completely confident? Exactly the way you would like to feel in future when you receive a call? And then I would like you to imagine yourself going to the second scene where you are having a conversation with a group of people for organizing your workshop. And as you notice that, let me know how you're feeling.
Confident and
Perfect. And then one more time, allow yourself to go into the future, and this time having a conversation with your father, asking him for something. And let me know how you're feeling.
confident.
Completely brilliant. So then just slowly bring both your hands together. Rub them tightly. Bring them closer to your eyes and repeat the words integrate, integrate, integrate to yourself. Come back to the present, opening your eyes wide awake, feeling really good and fresh about yourself. And then have a sip of water.